Okay, we are excited. Today's signing day. It's officially our second class here at Youngstown State. My coaching staff has worked really, really hard with these three ladies, and just to talk a little bit about them, we're signing Monica Tuvel. She's from Boardman High School. We've worked very closely with her high school coach, Ron Michella, and her AU coaches over at Ohio SMAC AU program, Carlos, Tucker, and Andre. They all did a great job. She's a shooter. She's going to help us right away. She has a great stroke. Just talked to Ron again today about how well she's shooting the ball. So we're excited to see her senior year finish up and her coming over here to stay in town at Youngstown. So the second one on the list is Jill Herman. She's a great 3-4 kind of player from out of Knoxville, Tennessee. She went to Pilot High School. Played for Tennessee Team Hustle, and their coaches were very involved, and I think she's just a real steal for us at our level. She can play a lot of positions. She's a shooter, she's a driver, she can post you up a little bit, and she does a lot of everything, so Jill's going to be very helpful to us. And then Heidi Schlegel, she's a post player, she's a big, strong, physical young lady, has a great touch. All three of these ladies can shoot the ball. That's what we're really excited about best. Heidi sets good screens, she opens up to the ball well, has good hands. And she is from Wapakoneta, Ohio, and her high school coach, Rusty, and her AU coach, Kevin, have done a great job helping us. So we're very, very happy about all three, and I wanted to give them their shout-out here on press release day. So anybody have any questions about the signees?
First of all, I guess just getting Monica and having some, local flavor coming here next year.
It's going to be great. We're going to have three from Boardman, Ohio now, starting next year. So we've got Michaela Gasparic and Tara Jones and Monica's family. They're great people. They've been committed 100%. She committed almost a year ago in December. So for someone to be that young and see the sight and the vision that we have for our program and where we're trying to go, and to buy in that early has been impressive. She comes to all the home games. She comes to watch us practice. She even came to a 6 a.m. workout on the court this year. So she knows what she's getting into, and we're excited to have her.
About an update on where you're at headed into the official opener this weekend?
Sure. It looks like we're going to get to dress 8 this weekend. We're excited about that. Kate Mewers is going to get to dress out for us. She's a freshman from Liberty Center, Ohio, a post player, and we don't know how many minutes she'll be able to play or if I may even check her in the game, but we know she's going to be allowed to go through the warm-ups, and then we'll take it from there and see how she does. So, the same 7 that played on Friday night would be the other 7.
Coach, with all due respect, how do you practice?
That's a great question, Dan.
At this level?
I put a couple coaches on the floor, and then it takes away from our execution. It takes away from having 4 sets of eyes watching what we're doing. Meredith and Bernard have to practice a lot. That is legal and permissible, but I hate to do it, but we have to. We've been doing a lot more versus 0, where we're really working on our execution or plays for 10 or 15 minutes with no defense, and it makes it very, very difficult. We have one practice guy, and it's hard.
Do you feel you're getting anything out of practice?
I feel like we are. I do. I feel like our execution on offense is really good. I think where we're getting hurt the most is our weak side defense, because we don't have the numbers and the depth to keep going against each other and scrimmaging 5 versus 5. So offense looks great. Defense doesn't look as good because we aren't getting to play defense against it. That, I think, is the most challenging thing. And but I got to commend the ladies. They go hard in every single drill they do. Dana, we've shortened our practice times. We're doing a lot more film, teaching the film, and doing everything we can to keep them as healthy as possible so we can go while we're out there.
So what are your realistic expectations for the weekend?
To go 2-0, Jim, of course. We want to win every game that we step on the floor with this year. I think that we picked the right tournament to go to. I think we're playing 2 teams that are good teams, but I think teams that we're going to have a chance to be in the game. And I think that's what our goal's got to be. Our goal's got to be at the end of the game to be in the game, and then anybody has a chance to win that game. And it doesn't matter who you are, you have a chance if you're close.
When do you hope to have 10 players?
I'm not sure if we're going to have 10 this year, Dana. I'm hoping to get to 9 here soon by conference, but I'm not sure if we're going to have 10. We did have an ACL tear from Melissa Thompson. She will be out this year and having surgery right after finals in December. And Tara Jones is sitting out this year to transfer, and she's going to be a real nice player next year.
Coach, how does health, or I guess lack thereof, for your players kind of impede what you want to do, big picture, long term, for the program?
Right. I honestly feel good to sit here and say that it doesn't bother me at all. I'm not worried about it. We've talked about it with the ladies enough. I'd like to talk about the strengths. You know, I mean, I'm proud of these ladies and how well they're playing together. So we're focusing on, hey, we're going to have good team chemistry because you ladies are going to play a lot of minutes. They're going to know each other. They're going to know that back door. They're going to know where, you know, that bounce pass is, where to throw the lob, and just keep working with each other. They're playing so many minutes together. They're all going to know each other really well. So that's a positive in the situation. Experience. They're all going to get a lot of experience in game minutes on the floor. You know, they're all getting a lot of touches in practice. You know, so we're trying to look at it as a coaching staff and a team as here's the positives with this situation, and we could sit here and, you know, I could complain about it all I wanted or say, oh, well, this just throws everything out of the way, but I don't think it does. I really don't. I believe that you can win, you know, with the ladies that we have. I really do.
Coach, with that being said, though, I mean, obviously human nature tells you got to be concerned that these players are going to get tired. It's a long season.
Yes, sir. So we've been practicing 2 days on, 1 day off. You know, we've been doing a lot of things on our end as a staff to try to make sure these ladies have the most legs they have. And Rachel and Kenya are here today to talk to you guys. They're both extremely in shape. I think I could play either one of them for 40 minutes if I had to. And that's something that we've talked about. You know, hey, you guys might be playing a lot of minutes, you know, and I think they're actually really excited about that. So ask them. But that doesn't seem to be holding them back at all. You know, they're excited to go out there and give their best performance for 35, 40 minutes night in, night out. Now, where it does concern me is this weekend when you have to play 2 back-to-back games, you know, on the road. That's going to be a concern. But we take everything one game at a time. So right now, our focus is Friday night, 7 o'clock versus Elon, and then we'll worry about Saturday when Saturday gets here.
Looking at your roster, you say Thompson is out for the year.
Yes, she is.
Okay, Tiara Jones.
She has to sit out to fulfill her transfer requirements, and she'll
That
have
leaves
2
you with
years.
10. Who else isn't up the card?
Shay Johnson. Shay right now has a back injury that we're going to be taking another look at it and getting an MRI done to see where she's at.
And then that would leave you, oh, you hope that's 9.
That would be the 9. And Caitlin March right now has not been given the clear. We are bringing her uniform just in case something happens. She had a really bad ankle sprain. It was about 2.5 weeks ago, and it's pretty black and blue, pretty painful, but it's not anything that would get hurt worse. And I know our trainer, Jeff, has told her if she feels she can suit up and throw on an ankle brace and play, that it wouldn't hurt her worse to play. So we're going to let Caitlin probably make that decision.
You said Thompson ACL.
Yes.
Coaches, the lack of bodies going to affect your aggressiveness defensively?
You know, it will to a certain extent. We might have to be more aggressive in the half court than the full court. That's a very good question, Pete. You know, I want to play full court man-to-man for 40 minutes. That's something, you know, that I'm having to adjust to. And we've put in a few other defenses to compensate for that. And, you know, I think a game at the end of the wire, a championship game against a good team, it still comes down to court-to-court, man-to-man. Can you guard our girls and can we guard your girls, you know, in a half-court offense? So something I'm extremely excited about is our fast break. It looks really good. It's looking a lot more polished this year. We've got 2 great point guards in Macy Nordy and Boyana Dimitrov, and we're really excited about the tempo offensively that we're going to be able to create.
Coach, it's a fresh start. It all starts for real this weekend. What do you tell your group going into a brand new season?
Yeah, you know, I'm excited. I think that's the first word. We talked today about here's all of our strengths, you know, and you know, we focus on the team we're getting ready to play. You know, we talk about, you know, what they might do offensively or defensively, but really we've both never played a game, so anything is fair game on Friday. And I think it's about basketball is a game of mistakes, gentlemen, and I think that it's whatever team makes the fewest of them, obviously, but they can react the quickest to the mistakes that are made wins the game usually, you know, and that's, you know, rebounding, not giving up boards, you know, not letting that other team get offensive boards. That's something we're counting on our ladies to do. Taking care of the ball, you know, executing on offense. Our execution is actually looking quite nice in practice, and I'm excited to see how it is against somebody else because Elon's a great defensive team, so we'll know if we're ready for them once we take the floor.